Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to be talking about discipline and how you can use this analogy in your day-to-day life to make yourself more successful. And if you can't sit down and watch like a 10-minute video, I'm sorry, but you're probably lost. Okay. Now, earlier today, I was making my water, and a sudden thought hit me that I got basically a golden idea. What does water have to do with discipline? And then after this work day, this is my finishing up work day. I wanted to make a little video on how a simple water filtration system, or simply filling and drinking your water, is the same premise as discipline. Now, think of your water as your time, your energy, and your focus. Okay? Think of it like this. So your water is comprised of these three things. Okay? And then over the course of a day, let's say you started to let's use a running example. That's actually no. Let's use a business example. Okay, so let's say you worked 5 hours on your business. Okay, now depending on how hard you worked, how long you worked for, you may have filled. Actually, no. All these. Okay, sorry, I made a little mistake, but all these would be all the way up. Okay, but as the day goes by and you exercise more and more short-term discipline over the day, this should be up. So 4 week, you're fully rested. You start all these. Imagine all these are filled. Sorry for the incorrect thing. Okay. So imagine you're executing your thing, but if you exercise more discipline than you rest throughout the day, you take tomorrow's day. So if you worked for, let's say, 10 hours in like high discipline zone, making cold calls, making sales calls, this would already be drained. This would already be drained, and maybe you'd cut in a little bit of this. And then your long-term battery would go down a little. Not that much, but like this thing will stay pretty good. And then what you should do, actually no, I'll do that example later. So this person keeps on disciplining. So imagine all these are filled. So they go down, go down. And then after week one, they're pretty burned out. So they take a few days off. So then this is filled. Yes, okay. So then this fills up, this refills a little, and they could be on like, okay, well, let's say they did 3 hard days, and that takes a week's of energy with no rest. So then, if you take so then if you rest, let's say for 3 days, if you rest for 3 days, sorry about this, resting is much more efficient than exercise and discipline, because if you think about it, it's just no different from a phone charger. You can charge it way faster than you lose it. Well, of course, the charger, and that depends on the rest level. So this person did like walks. They watched. They were just chilling. So then they got their battery back, or their water back. But then they exercised again. And what you need to do as an entrepreneur or someone who exercises discipline is to find the balance between discipline and rest. So it's usually like a 2-1 ratio. So usually for every 2 hours of discipline, you can do 1 hour of rest. Now, this is exercising discipline as a skill. So the longer you exercise discipline, the better you get at it, and unless you do have to recover. Okay. So also over the course of a couple of years, doing stuff that exercises discipline, like going to the gym and eating healthy, starts to like never exercise discipline, because your body, it's kind of like Stockholm syndrome. Your body realizes that it's familiar with it, so it just treats it as everyday life, and then it's just you kind of just flow with it, And what someone that isn't smart would do is that they would keep on burning this energy, keep on burning it, keep on burning it. You know, they keep on burning it, they keep on burning it, and then over the course of 2 weeks, this thing is getting pretty low. Getting pretty low. Now, again, long-term battery. This could last for like 3 months. Exercise, and then for quickness, let's just say all of these went out. They did a whole month of pure discipline. This thing could go like reverse. This is not where you want to be. This is where you start getting underlying health problems. You start getting panic attacks. You start getting stressed. This is when bad shit starts to happen. So you can't polarize yourself to discipline. So usually what people do is there's discipline and there's rest. And instead of like option one or option two, red pill, blue pill, think of it more as a like spectrum of like varying degrees, you know, kind of like this, or just like different shades of color, like this would be the darkest and then this would be the lightest. So, let me just erase this. So imagine there's a line. This is 100, this is 0. What some people do is that they pick this, and then this is what happens. This is how we start to get panic attacks. This is like some people could like get in the hospital if they ever exercise discipline. Okay, so you need to do that. Okay. Okay. So, but some people rest too much, and their thing is way too filled. It's way too filled. So, best thing to do from this video is to discipline when you need to discipline, rest when you need to rest. And usually, I recommend resting like 2-3 hours before you go to bed. Like you want to either like go from discipline to rest to discipline. You don't want to be like in like rest when you rest because you need discipline to rest. Okay. So I thought I'd just make a quick little video, and there's other videos like this. And I hope you should like and subscribe. And if you want to, become successful, there's a link in the description. And I hope you have a good day.